uh, Wednesday. It's here in the US, it's the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. So, welcome. I'm T. Waldron, and I'm here with my cat Pumpkin. Hold on, let's get her in the frame because a lot of people tune in just to see Pumpkin, I think. Hey, Pumpkin, can you say good morning? Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. Fractal, you're invited to come too. You don't have to sit over there. You can come join us if you'd like. Hold on, let's see. There she goes. Okay, she's back in the frame. All right, so I hope you're having a great day or evening wherever you are. Let's do a little deep breathing, and we'll go within just to give yourself a little bit of, well, gratitude with attitude. You know, is what I love, and just to give yourself some inner peace. So close your eyes if you're not driving. Inhale through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. We're slowing our breath down to let those intrusive thoughts pass right by us and go within to spend a few moments so that our minds can get in touch with our soul. Inhale and hold it. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And as we inhale, I wish you peace and joy and love. You're inhaling that healing oxygen to go to all parts of you. And exhale. Letting go of any stress, tension, anger, frustration. Just let it go. It doesn't belong to you. You don't own it. You're eternal. You're powerful. And you've got this. So continue breathing slowly and deeply. Okay, let's see who we have here. Good morning, Daniel. Welcome. Hi, Art. Welcome. And a pre-Thanksgiving hello to you as well. Yeah, she's not that fat. She's actually, I think maybe 8 pounds. But anyway, she's a senior citizen. She's 17 years old. I'm T. Waldron, if you missed it. This is Pumpkin, and Fractal is somewhere over there, watching from a distance. And we have an amazing moderator, Imran Hossein. He's a SEO YouTube specialist, and he does a great job. So thanks, Imran. Nice to see you. So today I want to share with you some information from a friend sent to me after yesterday's live. He said, you know, your live reminded me of this. And so I want to share it with you. This is a short book by Emmett Fox. And I did a little research on him, literally like one sentence worth, but it said that he is the godfather of the AA movement. Hey, Umar, welcome. Hi, Summer Baby. Yeah, she does look like a feisty cat, but she's a 17-year-old British short hair. I adopted her about 4 years ago. Yeah, you're doing great, Pumpkin. Anyway, so again, this is a book by Emmett Fox, and the title of it is, it's a pamphlet. It's called The Golden Key by Emmett Fox. And it was written, I believe, in 1939. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Certified. Appreciate that. The foreword. I have compressed this book into 6 pages. Had it been possible, I would have reduced it to 6 lines. It's not intended to be an instructional treatise, but a practical recipe for getting out of trouble. Who couldn't use that? And especially as here in America, as we're going to be around families and different people, it's nice to have some information in our pocket to deal with maybe challenging situations. Maybe you have to travel, or maybe you have to, you know, see folks that you're not used to seeing, or, you know, do things that you're not. With holidays, things come up, and they can be wonderful, but they can also be really stressful for folks. So yeah, let's see. Study and research are well in their own time and place, but no amount of either will get you out of a concrete difficulty. Oh, that's a good point, Emmett. Nothing but practical work in your own consciousness will do that. The mistake made by people when things go wrong is to skim through book after book without getting anywhere. Read the Golden Key several times. Do exactly what it says. If you're persistent enough, you will overcome any difficulty. So that sounds like a good plan. All right, so here we go. Yeah. This is called The Golden Key by Emmett Fox. Scientific prayer will enable you sooner or later to get yourself or anyone else out of any difficulty on the face of the earth. It is the golden key to harmony and happiness. Who doesn't want that, right? To those who have no acquaintance with the mightiest power in existence, this may appear to be a rash claim, but it needs only a fair trial to prove that without a shadow of doubt, it is just one. You need to take no one's word for it, and you should not. Simply try it for yourself and see. So I like this. He's saying you don't have to believe me, just see if it works. Give it a try. So God is, and he believes in God, and some people don't, but he's saying, you know what, give this a try, and then you decide. God is omnipotent, and man is his image and likeness, and has dominion over all things. This is the inspired teaching, and it is intended to be taken literally at its face value. And he says man means every man, but I'm going to say people mean every person, because it's, this was written in 1939. And so the ability to draw on this power is not the special prerogative of the mystic or the saint, as it is so often supposed, or even the highly trained practitioner. Whoever you are, wherever you may be, this golden key to harmony is in your hand now. So that's empowering, right? Hi there, welcome, Worthy. I'm going to call you Worthy because I don't like your whole name. Whoever you are, wherever you are, this is the key to harmony, and it's in your hand now. This is because scientific prayer in God who works, and not you. This is because in scientific prayer, it is God who works and not you. There we go. And so your particular limitations or weaknesses are no account in the process. So it doesn't matter if we're able to or not. If we are praying to God, we're just leaving it in God's hands. So it doesn't matter what our abilities are, if we're a good person, if we're not, whatever we think. If we just pray, give it to God, he's saying this is a solution. So I like that because it takes out our ability, like whether we have ability or not. You are only the channel through which the divine action takes place. And your treatment will really be that of getting yourself out of the way. Beginners often get startling results the first time of trying. For all that is absolutely essential is to have an open mind and sufficient faith to try this experiment. Apart from that, you may hold any views of religion or none, which is nice because it's not saying you have to believe this or you have to believe that. He's just saying, you know what, put your faith in God and let's see what happens. Yeah. Hi, Nathan. Thank you. I appreciate that. You know what? It's all good. There's so much stuff on the internet that, this is kind of different content and people are not really used to it. So I appreciate that. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah. Praise the Lord. That's right, Nathan. Okay. As for the actual method of working, like all fundamental things, it is simplicity itself. All that you have to do is this. Okay, get ready. Here we go. Stop thinking about the difficulty, whatever it is, and think about God instead. Boom. That's all he says. This is the complete rule. If only you do this, the trouble, whatever it is, will presently disappear. It makes no difference what kind of trouble it is. It may be a big thing or a little thing. It may concern health or finance, a lawsuit, a quarrel, an accident, anything else conceivable. But whatever it is, stop thinking about it and think of God instead. And that is all you have to do. This is amazing because I kind of skimmed this yesterday, so I didn't really totally read it, but it made sense. So I'm reading it with you guys. I'm kind of seeing this deeply for the first time right now. So what strikes me when he says that is, yeah, whatever you give your energy, your time, your attention to is going to grow. And whatever you don't is going to shrink away. And if you can remain in the positive, if you can say, you know what, God's going to take care of me, God help me out, and you're remaining positive, then God will help you. And that won't be an issue anymore. So this really makes a lot of sense. And I've experienced this many, many times. So that's cool that he's formalizing it and just making it like, hey, when you have a problem, think of God. And a lot of times like my intuition or the solution will come to me. And I do think that that's related to God's help. The thing could not be simpler, could it? God himself could scarce have made it simpler, and yet it never fails to work when given a fair trial. Do not try to form a picture of God, which of course is impossible. Work by rehearsing anything or everything that you know about God. God is wisdom, truth, inconceivable love. God is present everywhere and has infinite power, who knows everything, and so on and so on. It doesn't matter how well you may think you understand these things, go over them repeatedly. But you must stop thinking of the trouble, whatever it is. The rule is to think about God, and if you're thinking about your difficulty, you're not thinking about God. So you can't think of two things at once. That makes sense, right? Yeah. Good morning. Hi, Xavier. Greetings. Oh, from Russia. Welcome, Sean. Yeah. Yeah, I don't, my animals don't come in my room. Well, I'm allergic to cats, ironically, as I'm surrounded by them. But yeah, no, I agree with you on that. Like I keep my bedroom as my space. So, but you know what? Some people don't, and that's, it's everybody's choice. But that for me, that doesn't work. So I'm with you on that one, Sean. I couldn't, because I wouldn't be able to breathe and I'd probably be dead in the morning. So that's why I don't, but everybody has their own practices, right? But you must stop thinking of the trouble, whatever it is. The rules think about God, and if you're thinking about your difficulty, you're not thinking about God. To be continually glancing over your shoulder, as it were, in order to see how the matter is progressing is fatal, because that is thinking of the trouble. And you must think of God and nothing else. Your object is to drive the thought of difficulty right out of your consciousness for a few moments at least, substituting it with the thought of God. This is the crux of the whole thing. If you can become so absorbed in this consideration of the spiritual world that you forget for a while about the trouble concerning which you began to pray, you'll presently find that you are safely and comfortably out of your difficulty, and that your demonstration is made. So he's talking about demonstrations just like my friend Florence Scovel Shinn did back in the day. These people were so wise back, 100 years ago, right? Thanks for the hearts. Yeah. Okay. In order to golden key a troublesome person, oh, well, that can happen, right? Or a difficult situation, think, now I'm going to golden key John or Mary or threaten danger, and then proceed to drive all thoughts of that person, John, Mary, or the danger right out of your mind and replace them with thoughts of God. Okay, that's good. We're almost done, guys. By working in this way about a person, you are not seeking to influence their conduct in any way, except to prevent them from injuring or annoying you. And you do nothing but good. Thereafter, there's certain to be some degree, a little bit better, wiser, more spiritual person just because you have golden keyed them. So I'm thinking like you get in touch with your God consciousness, your Christ within, and you're sending them good vibes. You're like, I'm thinking of God now, and some of it's gonna, but through osmosis, get to that person and maybe help them be a little bit nicer or easier to deal with or more at peace with themselves, Thereafter, here we go. A pending lawsuit or other difficulty would probably fade out harmlessly without coming to a crisis, justice being done to all parties concerned. If you